Good morning, everybody. Another beautiful morning here in East Africa. Sun's up, blue sky for the most part, but there's no rain clouds. So I thought I'd do a video this morning. I really want to start off with something, not doing anything live, but I'd like to go through an entire workout that I do and just how I started off and truly how long it lasts. You know, I'm getting out here a little bit late. I had to do my laundry this morning. So it is 6:58. Start off with stretches, and stretching for those who, like I said, if you have bad knees or you just cannot run, there's a lot, we get older, man, we start breaking down, and stretching is a good calorie burner as well as walking. So if you're into yoga and taking nice walks, that could be your exercise right there. It doesn't have to be the runs or the stairs or the the long cardio and calisthenics that I do or other people might do. You can really burn the calories that you need to burn in the morning and then have your breakfast and put yourself in that calorie deficit that I've been preaching, starting off each day with your calorie deficit, not starving yourself, just working out, burning calories, having a light breakfast, and then waiting 6 hours, going to your lunch, 6 hours later going to your dinner. Of course, when you go to sleep, you'll be fasting at night, you'll wake up, you'll do it all over again. And if you can't really get through the morning, that first workout, it's okay if you eat a little bit too. Just go ahead and have it, knock it out, get it out of the way, wait 30 minutes and then go do your exercises. I did that this morning because I had to do my laundry. So that took up most. I got up like I do every morning at 4 this morning, went to grabbed my clothes, went down and washed them, threw them in the laundry because I got to do that on my own here. And then got up to the office and started my coffee. Since I was going to wait a couple of hours for my clothes to wash and dry, went ahead and had my breakfast. So now I'm going to get into my workout. Completed all that, so now I'm ready to do my stretching. So stretching alone, I only do about a 5-minute stretch, and that's going to take me, that's probably going to burn a good probably 50 to 100 calories right there. The longer you stretch, the more calories you're going to burn. And also like I said, a walk, that's enough to right there. An hour walk will burn several calories. You could easily put yourself into a calorie deficit in the mornings. Anyway, I'm getting long on this, and I really wanted to keep it short because what I'm going to do is pause, run, and we'll come back, and I'm going to do my exercises. So I'll be pausing and coming back, pausing and coming back, and I might even break this down a little bit and edit some stuff out. But starting off the day, I'm going to stretch. I'm going to do my run. We're right at 7 o'clock right now, so I'll be back around 7:15, 7:20 after my run. Hello, back again. Just got back from my run, 15 minutes. It is the time now. It's 7:19. There's a little bit of a stretch before I took off, and then walked over here and got set up, so I wasted a couple minutes there. But took a 15-minute run, and I kind of pushed it hard right at the end. Just a little bit more exertion, burn a few more calories. Now I'm going to start my calisthenics, and this is what I want to show what I do every day. Now I do 10 sets of 10 or 5 sets of 20 is what I actually do, but I'm going to keep it simple and show the easier way to do it so you don't get so fatigued so fast. And they're simple workouts for people that are a little bit older and aren't doing as much, maybe not nearly as active, me, and a way to get some good exercises in without trying to hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself just because you're trying to get fit. Keep it simple. Like I said, walking and yoga apparently burns quite a bit of calories, and that's just stretching, and it's actually really good for you too. So I haven't ever done any of that. I do a few yoga moves in the gym after my ab workout, but that's just because my app tells me to do these. I might find something that I can do some more stretches, maybe squeeze that in a couple of times a week just for my own benefit, for my joints. But to get started, so I'm not going to do all of them. I'm going to do a set, show you how I do them, and kind of an easier way to keep from getting really too fatigued, not putting a lot of stress on my joints. So first, I'm going to start off with lunges. So that was a total of 20. I did 10 lunges. I did 20 lunges, 10 each side, and I did 20 air squats. So I did 10, knocked out 10 lunges, then I knocked out 10 squats, and then I did 10 lunges back, and I knocked out 10 more squats. Now I jump over to push-ups. So I'm gonna knock out 20 quick push-ups. That's what I worked up to. Right there. So now I've knocked out basically 2 sets. So now I'm going to get in some air squats. And or not air squats, I already did those. Let me get some dips. These are bench assisted dips. And I'll explain why I like to do these. 20 bench assisted dips. And the reason why I'm doing bench assisted dips, I started off on bench assisted dips, and then I went to just regular dips, and I was knocking out 100 of those. You can build up stamina and strength very quickly with these exercises. And I noticed that's where I was getting. I was using an assist machine on my dips, and I kept going lighter, lighter, lighter. The next thing I know, I was out doing the machine. I got tired of waiting on the weights to come back up and meet me. So I just got off of it, got on the dips, and was knocking out sets of 20 on it. My age became a factor because my collarbone and my shoulder, I still have problems with the shoulder a little bit, caused a lot of trouble and pain. So I just had to lay off of that. I actually had to take about a week off from even doing any exercises. I couldn't do even a barbell. Couldn't even knock out 10 sets of those because it was just so much pain. And that just comes with age, you know. So toned it down. I went back to bench assisted dips. You still want, what I want to do is get as much as a good arm workout and chest core workout as I can, just without even any weights, just doing it. I'm on it. The last thing that I've just kind of incorporated this are burpees. So I do Navy SEAL burpees. I like those. They're pretty tough and they're hard to do. So I'm gonna do 10, but I gotta break them up. 5 and then rest and then do 5 more. If I didn't do that, I'll probably throw up all over the place. Like, so knock out 5 and then I'm gonna shut it off. Here we go. 5. I got another set of 5, but I'm gonna take a breather. Those burpees, even if you just do regular burpees, can really take the wind out of it. And it can get you lightheaded and dizzy. Like I said, I'm not gonna overdo it on my workouts. I'm not gonna pass out. I don't wanna work out till I hurt myself. So now I'm gonna knock out the last burpee set. That'll be my first 2 sets. And then I'll do 4 more just like those, and that'll be 100 reps of everything except for burpees. I'm only gonna do 50 of those because they're so, they just tear me up. So I'll be back after a while. Okay, so I've finished my workout. I'm gonna try to stand in the sun. The sun is directly behind me. I finished my 100 reps, lunges, air squats, push-ups, bench assisted dips, and Navy SEAL burpees. You notice in the video, the last segment, after I finished my burpee, I would stand up and I'd jump. That's what a burpee is. If you do a Navy SEAL, you just squat down to a push up, lift each knee to the chest, do a third push up, stand up, jump. So I get so winded and so fatigued doing those that I don't continue through with the jump. And what I started incorporating was the burpee down to the ground, bench, back up, and then I'd squat and then back down again. And even that became too winded for me. By the end, I would just do my burpee. I'd go down, bench, bench, push up, and then I would stand up, get in a ready position, and then back down and do it again. I wouldn't jump and I wouldn't do any squats. So it is, I wanted to show the time too, 7:48. I got out there and started running right at 7:01, 7:02. So very close to just an hour between the 15-minute run and the 100 reps of different calisthenic workouts. So now I'm gonna get my phone and my badge. I'm gonna go to the gym, so I'm gonna cut out. I don't think I'll be doing any video posting in there. Today's an arm day for me, so I'll be doing a lot of curls, a lot of triceps. I'll still squeeze in lat pulls and rows. And when I finish that, I might even do some military press. I'll go over and I'll knock out my ab workout that I do. I have an app for that. There's free apps out there to use. And that is, I highly suggest those because they give you timers. They give you different types of workouts and ideas. You can model them how you want in most of the apps. Some of them are pay if you want to get extended stuff. Some of them are just basic workouts, and then they'll have an ab section, and I just go to those and use those. They're great. There's like 30-second rest in between each workout, and they're tough. I'll give you two that I like to use. One of them is absolutely free, and it is a good workout. It's very good. It starts you off a beginner. Then there's a fat burner one, and then there's a lot more advanced. So you got to work up to that advanced one. It's tough. If you've never done a Superman, not a Superman, an X-Men. We've all done Superman where you lay down flat and you come up with, these are X-Men. You're laying on your back and fingers to toes. You're raising your toes and you're raising your hands. So you're coming up. Those are, whoa my God, they're tough. But anyway, I don't do those anymore. I have another workout that I've been sticking to and I like. So I'm on my way to the gym. When I get done there, we'll look at the time again. 7:49 now. We're about 50 minutes into it, I'd say, 49 minutes into it. So I'll hit you back when I get out of the gym. Okay, I'm walking out of the gym now and I've completed the weight and the abs cardio run of 15 minutes to start it off. And now I'm going to finish up with a 10-minute run, I think. I might do 15. I feel like I just want to do 10, so I'm just going to keep it at 10. That's what I'm planning on. And that will top it off. The time now is 9:09 is what's on my watch. So I took my first step when I started running right at 7:01, and I think it was 7:01 turning to 7:02. And so we are definitely past the second hour by just a little bit. We've been at it for 2 hours. And now with this 10-minute run, I'll be finishing up around 9:20. It's 9:10 now. So I'll be finishing up around 9:20. And then I'm gonna do some walk outside and get some sun because I believe in vitamin D. I think it works and helps fight COVID. I'll call you guys back when I get down there. Bye. All right, 9:20. It's 9:21 now. I've completed my run. And now I'm gonna get some sun. I'm gonna walk around, dry off a little bit. I got my shirt hanging over there, letting it dry off because it is completely soaked, which happens every day. You can be out here walking for 5 minutes and you're gonna get like extremely sweaty. So you can imagine how bad it is when you actually put in a pretty tough workout, pretty good run and some cardio. So that's it for me for today. I just wanted to go through my whole workout, kind of what I do, and not really go through the whole thing step by step because that would take 2 hours or longer. So just kind of skim through it at the beginning of each stage, show you where I'm at, what time it is as I go through the day, and finishing up now. So I'll do some walking, maybe be out here for about 30 minutes, try to get that tan line, covered up. I've been doing okay. It looks like I'm wearing a white t-shirt most of the time, but I've done better out here. When I'm downrange, I get a lot darker. So, but to everybody, if you're doing any type of workout, if you're doing any type of exercise, and don't let me say, hey man, I'm out here for 2 hours every day, discourage you. That's just me. That's where I'm at in my life. That's what I'm doing. And I'm not really, killing it on these workouts. It just takes time for me to do everything that I do. And I've plateaued too. So like, I'm not getting any gains because I'm not increasing my weights. I'm not increasing the numbers that I do. I'm burning calories, and that's all I wanted to do. And I could do that if I went out and walked every morning for 1 hour. Yeah, I could do 100 sets of jumping jacks. That's pretty simple, and that'll burn some calories. Stretching burns a lot of calories. Yoga is a very relaxing exercise. It doesn't put a lot of strain on your body, and it's actually good for you because you're stretching those muscles and twisting yourself to get into work those joints that you don't normally work, like your lower spine. So those are really good exercises that burn a lot of calories. Coupled with a walk every morning, 30-minute walk, 30-minute yoga, that's an hour workout. And you're not exhausted, and you burnt a ton of calories. Now eat your simple breakfast and you're in a deficit going into lunch. You're doing it. But for so long, this is what I was doing. I was waking up, I was eating a pretty good breakfast, snacking all day through, just before lunch, eating a big lunch, snacking again, eating dinner, eating a little bit at night while I'm watching a movie, drinking some beer later that night, and probably getting an exercise or two in there somewhere 2 or 3 times a week. How many calories did I really burn compared to how many calories did I take in? It's so obvious that I was doing it so wrong, so I just, this is why I actually did quarantine. So one of these rooms over here, I was in there for 14 days, and I could just see the results in a 14-day period. That first week, I was like, wow, really losing weight. These guys need to start feeding us. But I was coming out here every day. I was doing this walk. I was doing my runs right here. Couldn't go past this. I was over along the sidewalk over here, and I would do my push-ups and my lunges. I was doing that when I was downrange. I was stuck downrange for months. There was no flats. DOD had canceled everything, so I got stuck down there. I've completed all my work. There was nothing for me to do except to just sit in the tent and wait. And that's when I really started doing more exercises, and I was able to do a lot more research into different types of exercises. I came across those Murph endurance challenges, which is what they really are. They call them Murph endurance workouts. 1 mile run, 300 air squats, 200 push-ups, and 100 pull-ups, followed with a 1 mile run again. And it's not designed, if you could do it, great, but it's not designed to just knock out all 300, 200, and 100 repetitions and then follow it up with a run. It's designed to run, take as much time as you need to complete the 300, the 200, and the 100 reps, and then do another 1 mile run, even if you got to stop and walk a little bit. But then the next time you go out, do it a little bit faster. And the next time you go out, do it a little bit faster. And then I got to thinking, like, well, I don't really like to do pull-ups, so maybe I could do, something else in lieu of that. And then I thought, well, why just stop at 3 workouts? Why not just do a few workouts? And I added and I increased. And for those months that I was down at B-Dog, I was really working on making my workout. And then it started to show, and I was losing the weight that I needed to lose. The meals, our kitchen had shut down, so we were having to eat on our own. And we could eat anytime we wanted to, but you had to watch what you wanted to eat, because they did have a freezer full of Snicker ice cream. And when I say they had a freezer, it was a deep freeze full of those Snicker ice cream bars. And I used to raid that thing at night. I loved it. I love the Snicker ice cream bars. But if I controlled that and I just, went into the kitchen, they actually did set rules after a while. Said, if your last name is this, your hours are this time to this time to be in the kitchen. So come in, get your food, get out. So that helped. And then when I got into quarantine here, you could only get what they brought you because you couldn't leave. So that was that every 6 hours. And that's where everything just started to come right off. I was still doing my workouts because I didn't want to get behind on that. And I just began to realize, I was like, this is what I should have been doing. Look how easy it was. Look how fast it worked. Now, like I said, we were limited on food, and we were getting chicken and rice almost daily. They did bring a hamburger one day. They brought spaghetti one day. That was like it was a party out here, man. People were like, spaghetti, And you gotta remember, like, a lot of these guys that are out here, they're military, and some of them are almost still teenagers. They're 19 years old, so there's a lot of young 20-year-olds and 21, but then you get some older guys too. But we were having some fun. There was a day to, I think it was pretty much just chicken and rice almost a day. And you get to the point where you're like, I'm not eating the rice. I'm gonna pick at the chicken, get that meat. We would get boiled egg in the morning for breakfast. I'd put a piece of cardboard sausage in there. It was awful. You know, you were like, though they put you on a calorie deficit for sure, and that was not by design. So, but I got down to 185, coming up off of 200, getting down to 185. That's understandable because you in a calorie, or you're basically being starved because you're in quarantine and they don't got the food to feed you. But you know, when I came out, it was 185. They had started serving regular food and bigger meals and more options in the DFAC, so we could go to the DFAC and eat. Now, I could have, at that point, just put my weight back on, or I could say, you know what, I'm going to stick with this and I'm going to keep going the way I'm going. I'm going to see, can I trim off even more? And I did. So even being as it is now, and I was at 187, you know, I ended up trimming all the way down to 179 or 170. So I lost over 10 pounds in another month, I would say. Well, another month I went from 187 to 175. And then a little bit after that, I was like, okay, I need to slow up, not lose too much. And ended up going down to 170. I dipped into the 169, 168 real quick, but I got right out of it. And it did start to show. It was not looking good because I was talking to my wife one day. We were Skyping with each other, and I was showing her the room that I was in. I held the camera up like that, and I said, my God, look at what happened? And then I really noticed, I was like, this isn't good. So it happened to be that I was downrange at another base, and they serve really good food down there. So, man, I was eating, and I was, you know, still working out really good down there. So I put the correct weight back on. You know, I did put some pounds back on. I got back up to 175, and my next goal was to get to 180. I'm at 176 now, but that fluctuates day to day. You know, if I don't get enough to eat, because they might be limited that day in the DFAC, and I've already gone my 6 hours and my workout, and then I go in and I find out, damn, there is no food today. You know, so I'm picking some chicken. Well, I'm kind of losing some calories. The next day I'll come in and weigh myself, and I'll have lost a couple of pounds, you know. But I can control more of that because Subway's open now. So if something I don't like in there, I can always turn around, go down and eat a Subway sandwich, and definitely get some calories there, some good calories, you know. So anyway, that's it for me. Let me do my walk, get my sun. Vitamin D, that's what battles COVID. Vitamin D. I've been saying that from the beginning. The whole time we were down here, we were all walking around out here, getting all the sun we could. We believe in it. Vitamin D combats COVID. None of us got it out here while we were in COVID. While we were in quarantine, we stayed. There were some guys out here that came in that tested positive. I think there was about 3 or 4 of them. They were some of the interpreters. They pulled them out, and it could have spread easily because we're using the same bathroom, but none of the rest of us got it. So, and I'm still a big believer in sunlight. Sunlight fights that. Sunlight gives you that vitamin D that you need. What is it? Melatonin, I think, also, that you get from sunlight. You need that stuff. And as a matter of fact, that's what's in the cocktail too. If you look at what they serve in President Trump in that cocktail of vitamins to help fight his recent battle with COVID, that was in there. So it works, you know. Vitamins, vitamin D. Good day, everybody. By the time y'all see this, I'll probably be on my way, finishing my day to the room, getting ready for bed. So have a good one, and I'll talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.